Hi, this is Matt Yedder with Sherlock Home Inspections. Phone number is 971-212-7481. Website address is yourinspectionneeds.com. Today's date is Friday, January 7th, 2022. The address we're inspecting today is 2448 25th Avenue, Forest Grove, Oregon, 97116. We are about to perform a video inspection of the property's main sewer line through the front yard exterior cleanout. The equipment being used today is the Rigid Sea Snake. This is one of the best sewer cameras on the market today. Before we begin this video inspection, it should be noted that some sewer pipes made out of clay, concrete, cast iron, asbestos, and Orangeburg may be in good working order and may never have had a clogged or sewer backup before. However, due to real estate transactions, attorneys, and lawsuits, Sherlock Home Inspections must recommend the following to meet the current codes. All sewer pipes should be watertight, made out of cast iron, ABS 3034 or HDPE pipe with all appropriate fittings and couplers. All sewer pipes should be free from breaks, offsets, separations, tree roots, bellies, and party sewers. Sherlock Home Inspections recommends replacing any sewer pipe that does not meet these specifications. Here we go. We are in 3-inch ABS plastic drain piping. We are running some water to ensure that our pipe is watertight and is going to remain watertight throughout this inspection. Pipe shows no recent signs of blockage, buildup, or backup. We're going to transition here, so this signifies a few things. So at 8 feet, we're going to transition. This signifies transitioning pipe size, so we're going from 3-inch pipe into a 4-inch pipe. This signifies transitioning pipe materials. We're going from ABS plastic into 3034 plastic. And then lastly, we're transitioning into a branch off of the city lateral piping. And even though we enter into the city lateral piping here, technically all of this would be buyer owner responsibility throughout the entire length. It was a pretty smooth transition as we went larger in the pipe size and into this new material. We are running pretty much straight ahead to the street in front of the house. You can see things change here. So as we get about 14 feet, you can see the water flow changes here. So things have slowed down. Obviously we have lost a little bit of that pitch that we were enjoying in the beginning. So our pitch kind of flattens in the pipe here. Let's see how it goes as we enter this. Yeah, we're pretty flat and marginal through here. We will be really curious to see what happens when we turn off the water. If everything drains right on out of there, then we're feeling better about things. But there's definitely an area where the pipe is a little bit flat. So again, at about 15 feet, we go pretty flat. Water is up on the camera lens there. So we were enjoying a nice strong downhill flow to the water when we started, and then we go flat through this area. And again, we will be really curious for, once we reach the lateral out there in the roadway, we're going to turn off the water and the microphone. We're going to drain everything out. We're going to look at that area again with the water all drained out of this pipe. So 15 feet would still be in the yard too, just for reference. So the first transition was 8 feet from ABS to 3034. See, we're a little bit flat through this area too, which is, you know, when the pipe is kind of flat and you flush the toilet and the debris goes through, hits the water and kind of breaks down, breaks up, and sticks around the pipe, and so you get this sort of thing. We do have a good amount of buildup, and the buildup is certainly causing what's called a water belly, where the water is not draining out. Now, this is out in the just a good amount of buildup. We've got black out there because there's so much debris in here. So yeah, we just can't see anything right now.
Hey.
So we're going to measure while we have the opportunity the length of this belly. So you can see again we got back into a good downhill pitch. This is kind of what we'd like to see throughout the entire length. We get back here where you can see things change. So the camera head goes underwater at 39 feet, completely submerged, lots of debris kind of popping out of it there. So we did pop out. I bet you the camera head is actually unclogging some areas, and then we go back underwater at about 43 feet. Now we're completely submerged again. And then we come out, so it's about 7 feet right as we enter into the lateral there. Looks like there's an outside source of water, like groundwater, is actually coming into the sewer pipe right here at the lateral. So there's definitely a handful of things going on with the sewer pipe. There is a good shot at it there. You can see there's an outside source of groundwater actually coming into our sewer pipe this is right in between the private owner's pipe and the lateral piping there out in the roadway. So we're going to turn off the water now. We're going to drain everything out. We're curious to see how some of these areas react with the water off. But the sewer pipe is definitely, looks like it's in need of attention. And then this will be the end officially of owner responsibility. 50 feet away from the house, 51 feet away from the house. So we started in ABS, we transitioned to 3034, and we dropped into the city lateral at 50 feet, 52 feet. We're going to turn off the water, we're going to wait a little bit, we're going to drain everything out, we're going to look at the pipe one more time in reverse. There was that first area that was kind of marginal, and then as we got the last 10 to 15 feet, we're really flat, and even had some what's called a water belly where the line is sagged. We'll get as much information as we can now with the water off. So we're going to drain everything out. We're going to wait a couple minutes, drain everything out, and then look at those areas again. Okay, we've drained the water out. We're going to move forward now. This was the area that we're most concerned about with the water off. Let's see how it did. You can see there's just a good amount of debris buildup here. Here's I think where it was the worst. You can see there is water standing here still. A good amount of debris buildup there at bellies, so the pipe still bellies with the water off, so at 44 feet we go underwater. And mind you, this is with the water off, so then we pull out of it 49 feet. So we have a 5-foot water belly right before the lateral, and then at the lateral we're having water intrusion from exterior groundwater is what it looks like. So at this point I would say the sewer pipe needs some attention. We'd recommend passing the video and the report on to a private drain repair specialist to make suggestions for the areas up near the home or closer to the home, to determine whether it needs to just be jetted, cleaned out of there, or if it needs to be repitched, reslope, whatever it may be. And then also the video and the report is going to need to go off to City of Forest Grove, Clean Water Services, the powers that may be, whoever services the public sewer out here, because right at that connection you can see it looks like we have a groundwater spring just shooting right on into the sewer pipe here, and that's right at the connection where the plastic pipe goes into the concrete pipe, which is typically considered that transition into the city lateral, and that obviously that's out in the roadway. So the worst area of water belly, the 5 feet, is in the roadway, unfortunately, and it transitioned all the way till we get to the lateral, and then there's that groundwater. So we have a lot of debris. Like I said, it's about a 5-foot water belly here. So just a lot of debris. So there we're underwater at 44 feet. This is with the water off, and nothing has really changed. We still have a pretty good water belly. Camera head completely submerged. Lots of debris buildup, and then we come out of it. So now we're going to back up until some of the other areas that we're curious about too, because there was some areas of marginal pitch up here, more in the yard, more in the driveway area. So this was another area of marginal pitch. This is about 10 feet from the manhole cover out there in the roadway. Just not draining very strong, not draining very well through some of these areas, especially later in the pipe. You can see that the pipe has had backup issues or problems. As you can see, the debris is smeared all the way up to the top of the pipe, so it does look like there indeed has had some past issues with the pipe too. And this was some of those areas where maybe not too bad in the areas that were kind of marginal in the driveway here. So here we are in the clean out. We're going right up the gut of the driveway. It was a little bit slow going through these areas, but with the water off, pleasantly surprised that, you know, some of it did drain. Well, there's still a little bit of residual stuff here, not too bad. The water belly doesn't remain here, which is good news. So we're pretty clear through here with the water off. And then where the problems start again is is right through here. You can see the amount of debris. It's just there's been a lot of standing water in this area of the pipe for a while, and then we get back into the water bellies here. So it looks like the worst areas are kind of from the end of the driveway going out into the road. Alright, so the sewer pipe needs some attention. We recommend passing the video and the report on to a drain repair specialist and Clean Water Services, or the powers that may be, whoever services the public sewer out here. There's a couple things we want to know. What needs to happen with the area water belly? Does the pipe need to be dug up and repitched? And then also, what has to happen, what needs to happen with that water coming in, the exterior groundwater spring coming into the sewer pipe.